our lesson today is about cellular respiration. So first, how does the energy in food make molecules become usable? So how we can get the energy from food? How we can convert the energy from food to become more usable? As we know that carbon dioxide is a waste product from a process that releases energy from molecules. Cellular respiration is a series of chemical reactions that convert the energy in food molecules into a usable form of energy called ATP. So cellular respiration is to convert the energy in food to a usable energy, and we call this energy as ATP. So when we convert the energy stored in food to a usable energy, this is a process called cellular respiration, and the energy produced is the ATP. So cellular respiration occurs in two parts of cell. The first part is in the cytoplasm. So this is the cytoplasm. So the first part is in the cytoplasm, and the second part in the mitochondrion. So again, cellular respiration is to convert food inside the in two steps. First in cytoplasm and then in the mitochondrion, and convert it or make it to energy, and we call this energy as ATP. Very good. So the first step of cellular respiration called glycolysis. So the first step of cellular respiration called glycolysis. So a glycolysis occurs when in the cytoplasm of all cells. So again, this is the cytoplasm. This liquid is the cytoplasm. So the glycolysis occurs in this cytoplasm in the first step of cellular respiration. So what do we mean of glycolysis? Glycolysis is a process by which glucose and sugar is broken down into smaller molecules. So glucose, which is the sugar, as we said before, is converted to smaller pieces in the cytoplasm. We call this process as a glycolysis, and this is the first step of cellular respiration. The glycolysis produces some ATP, as we see here, some ATP, and which is the energy storage molecules. This process also uses energy from other ATP molecules. As we said that we need for this process glucose and some ATP from other processes. In this process, which is the glycolysis, this process broken down the glucose or the sugar to smaller pieces, okay, to produce smaller molecules and ATP, as energy. The second step of cellular respiration occurs in the mitochondrion. So the second step, in the cellular respiration, occurs in the mitochondria. So this is the first step in the cytoplasm, and the second process in the mitochondria of a eukaryotic cell. This step requires oxygen. The smaller molecules, these smaller molecules made from glucose during glycolysis are broken down. Large amount of ATP, again ATP is the usable energy, produced from the first step of the cellular respiration. So large amount of ATP, which is the usable energy, are produced. So in the second step, we produced more ATP. Cells use ATP to power all cellular processes. So why do we need ATP? ATP is energy, so we use it. Cells use the ATP to power all cellular processes. Two waste products two waste products from this step: water and carbon dioxide. So again, in this process, we use the smaller molecules from step 1 and oxygen, okay, to produce more ATP, larger amount of ATP, water, carbon dioxide. So ATP used to power all cellular processes. Water and carbon dioxide is the waste, okay. So water and the carbon dioxide are the waste from the second step of cellular respiration. CO2 released by cell as a waste product is used by plants, for example, and some unicellular organisms during photosynthesis. As we know that in photosynthesis we need CO2 for the photosynthesis process. So again, we have two steps in the cellular respiration. The first step occurs in the cytoplasm. The second step occurs in the mitochondria. The first step, we call it as glycolysis. It breaks down the sugar or glucose into smaller molecules with a little bit of ATP to produce more ATP, which is the usable energy. Very good. In the second step, which is in the mitochondrion, use the smaller molecules from step 1 and the ATP plus oxygen to produce ATP, larger amount of energy, and two waste products. So what are the two waste products from the step 2? Water and carbon dioxide. We know that carbon dioxide, which is the waste from this step, is used by plants and some unicellular organisms during photosynthesis. Okay,